So let's talk about the word problem now. The strength of concrete depends on its curing time. The longer it takes to cure, the stronger the concrete will be. If X is the desired strength measured in PSI, does anyone know what PSI stands for? Oh, pounds per square inch, okay. And T is hours, then the formula T equals 48 log base E, other words known as ln, natural log, okay, because that's the base E, of X divided by 3,000 plus 48 represents the curing time. Determine the curing time to produce concrete with a strength of 2,241 psi. Interpret your results in complete sentence. So actually, we don't really, do we need to solve anything here, or are we just plugging this number in? Is this X or is this T? This is X because X is saying the desired strength. X is the desired strength. This is the desired strength we want. So we're just plugging this in for X. We have T equals 48, and instead of log base E, we can use ln. Does that make sense why I'm saying that? 2,241 goes in for X divided by 3,000 plus 48. So it's really just about, when you use your calculator, when in doubt, use more parentheses. So in order to find the time, we're going to go 48 times ln of this whole thing, 2,241 divided by 3,000, close parentheses, plus 48. So how long does it take to cure before you can walk on that concrete? What would you say? Yeah, 34 hours sounds good. And if you were going to, any way you were going to round, that's going to round up to 34, because I could say round to 2 decimals. You're still rounding up to 34, right? Either way. Okay, so interpret your results in a complete sentence. Who can give me a complete sentence answer that you would write? It takes 34, so we said this is approximately 34 hours to cure to 2241 psi. And I could have said a little bit more. It takes 34 hours for the concrete. For the, is that what we're talking about? Concrete? Yeah. Concrete to cure to 2,241 psi. All right, any questions on that? What you're going to find out is that question that we did back when we did the exponents. Remember this problem? And I said to use your calculator. What's the when will the population double? Guess what, you guys? We now have a way to solve this using logarithms. Do you realize that? How would I solve, I'm just getting more paper out for myself. How would I solve e to the 0.05t equals 2? This was at a 5% growth rate. When will the population double? Okay? If I want to solve this, ln, if I want to use a log base e, see how the base is e? Because that's where the exponent lives, right? The base is the number where the exponent lives. So what's the opposite of that? That's log base e is ln of 2 equals 0.05t. How could I get t by itself? Isn't that just multiplied? So check it out. If I go ln of 2, close the parentheses, very important to close the parentheses, divide by 0.5, check that out. That's the exact same answer I got. Trying to fit it all on here. You see, that's the exact same answer on the calculator that I got when I solved it graphically. But now that we have the logarithm and the ln, which ln is just log base e, we can actually solve it algebraically. That's what that means to solve it algebraically, is use the definition of logarithms to get the variable out of the exponent. That's what the logarithm does. If you have a variable in the exponent, the logarithm gets it out because the logarithm is equal to an exponent. Very good.